If you'd asked me 6 months ago or a year ago if we'd have 24 people feeding their families from American Auto Brokers, I would have thought that was ridiculous. We opened up, it's been about 3 years. I mean, our first month we sold 17 cars. The growth, this last month, or month before last, we sold 106. So we've seen some pretty substantial growth. We don't want the foot traffic. We're uninterested in casual traffic. We specifically moved our business to an industrial park. The truth be known, we're on a cul-de-sac at the end of a road in an industrial park next to a grass company and a cement pumping company. We absolutely are not interested in the casual. I mean, don't misunderstand me. We're interested in any business that we can get, but the paradigm of a internet-based customer versus a customer who sees the pretty red truck when they're driving down the street, they're just two different levels of maturity. And we choose the more mature customer who comes in, makes their selection, goes to the register, checks out, and goes home. Cars.com, eBay Motors, AutoTrader.com, and Craigslist are our only sources of advertising. And our website, of course. I'm a high school grad. I do not have a college degree. I can't complicate things because I don't know how. We keep things fairly simple, but once we figure out the simple process, we don't go to sleep. We work hard at it. The way we do things, it's like a Lego set. You keep adding pieces of the Lego set, and it can get as big as you want it to, or you can keep it as small as you want to. As we become more efficient, we find opportunities to grow. I don't think in business there's any one thing that any businessman does that makes his business successful. I think it's when he does all of the little things all of the time. I think often what happens is, and I was guilty of this as a young businessman, something would work and you would focus all your energy on that one thing that would work, and all the other little things fell off the radar. The growth we've experienced recently comes back to a subject that I've talked to my people about all the time. You got to have the 3 Ps. You got to have the product, the people, and the processes. Our lack of efficiency was holding us back. It would take us sometimes 6-7 days to get a car online, and just yesterday we had a car unloaded off transport at 10 a.m. and by 8 p.m. last night it was online. And I don't know, but it could be sold right now. And we could not have pulled that off 8-9 months ago at all. We have to do more of that if we're going to flip our inventory. Plus, we have to do a better job of pricing our cars, making sure we're aggressive. You can have the right car, but if you overprice it, they're going to look past it. And if you have the right inventory and it's not exposed, I mean, that's just step one. That's a big step, but it has to be properly exposed to John Q. Public, or you can have all the greatest inventory in the world. If they don't know you have it, it's not going to do you any good. One of the things that we don't do is become proud of a car. I'm not saying we act foolishly and give our cars away, but if we get a car online and we can make a few bucks, we don't care how hard to find it is, we make the few bucks, free up the capital, get back in the game and pick up another car. We have done better since we started making many small profits than trying to make just a few big profits. The pivotal point in my business, from a more philosophical standpoint, is when I began to share. And when I began to share the responsibility of purchasing, selling, when we added salespeople, when we added people and actually grew our business, that's when everything began to take off. We have felt it, that it's a tough economy out there, but we've still been able to grow our business. And basically, we just gotten up a little earlier in the morning, gone to bed a little later. Actually, I think the bad economy might have helped us. I think in this environment right now, people are very value driven. And I think they're doing a very good job of spending their money and babysitting their money. So they're searching for the deal, and we're the deal. It's going to be very important for those that are left in the industry to keep their overhead low, to not get greedy. And I think for a long time in our industry, a fancy building, a sales force, some inventory, you were in business and you were making money. and it's just not that simple and easy anymore. We're in this age of information where it's very easy for somebody to click their mouse and improve your deal by $100 or $200. And I think that $100 or $200 is very important to a customer, especially in today's economy. I think there's going to be fewer of us doing a better job. I think that several years ago, eBay was a venue for customers to find the really hard to find, unique cars. I think the eBay customer, the pool of customers include F-150 trucks now and a Ford Ranger pickup, where in the past it was only the F-150 King Ranch truck or the Lariat that had the cool sunroof or the big 20-inch wheels. I think there's more everyday buyers in the eBay arena than there used to be. That eBay customer has honed in on the heated memory seat, power seat on driver and passenger side. He knows he wants a 20-inch alloy. Just a more prepared customer. Money, deciding how to pay for it is never an issue for that customer, or rarely is it an issue. I think that customer starts out as what I call a brick and mortar customer. They go into a car store, they go through the frustrating experience of trying to buy a car, and I think over a period of a week or two, or possibly a month or two, they lead themselves down the path of becoming an internet customer because they're so frustrated with the brick and mortar process. But when they get there and become an eBay or an AutoTrader or Cars.com customer versus that walk-in traffic, they are less needy, they are more mature, they have experience. They send us their friends, their family. We get lots of referrals from those customers, lots of referrals. Our online reputation with eBay is terribly important. We have a feedback section on our website, which is important to us also. We are just now talking about Facebook and some of these other social networks where people can tweet or talk about you. In this day of the social network, there's no place to hide. If you're not doing the right thing by your customers each and every day, and I'm not talking about being taken advantage of. I'm not talking about letting a customer take advantage of you. I'm talking about a customer comes in. We had a customer the other day bought a truck, an '01 Dodge truck, got in it. They broke down on the side of the road on their way back to Mississippi. It was $842. I said, send me the bill. We didn't make $842 on that truck, but it didn't matter. It was the right thing to do, number one. Additionally, you can't afford to have somebody speaking nothing but positive. You want praise out there on these social networks. You don't want people tearing you down. 10 to 15% of our business has come from making the decision to adopt the AutoRevo website. Something I didn't realize is how little we showed up in searches prior to hopping on board with you all. We have had a very positive experience with AutoRevo. If the truth be known, we probably would have gotten further down the path where we are now, or more quickly gotten down this path, had I embraced some of the products that were offered to me sooner. I resisted on the website for a period of time, and I paid dearly for that. We now use AutoRevo for all emailing docs to our customers, printing documents. They've been kind of a one-stop shop.